32 FM 94.9.
Mornings are for dreamers.
I'm a dreamer, yes, I'm a dreamer. Oh.
The break of dawn for champions.
Champion, 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 champion.
On 32 FM 94.9.
Every day is another chance to do it all over again.
Get the best of starts on the break of dawn. 32 FM 94.9. From motivationals to talk.
We'll give you all you need to make the best of your day.
On the break of dawn. 32 FM 94.9.
It's a beautiful Thursday morning. Good morning to you wherever you are listening to us. This is 32 FM 94.9, and this, of course, is the Break of Dawn newspaper review. My name is GBEMISOLA SOYEMI. Thank you very much for joining us this wonderful Thursday morning. Today is the 25th day and the month of March 2021. Welcome on board.
My name is DELE ADEYANJU. I want to thank you so much for starting your day with us on 32 FM 94.9. We're located on the fourth floor, and some of the headlines available on the platform of the Punch newspaper this morning.
I'm moving on to Guardian newspaper. Why Nigeria gets this dismal global rating by Mohammed. National economy to slowly recover from COVID-19, says BOI. Sanwo-Olu pledges decent, affordable houses. Slow vaccine rollout raises fears of COVID-19 third wave. AFDB assessment team visits Ogun to inspect special project zone. How Nigeria wastes unjustified wealth on UK education. Fuel scarcity looms as Ipman gives Anambra ultimatum over agreement. PFN decries Buhari's silence on insecurity. Ohaneze, Anambra State greets Ben Nwabueze at 90. Reps probe NNPC over alleged $25 billion spent on refineries. Motorists groan over deplorable roads, potholes in Isolo, Mushin. Cross River cultivates special grass to end farmer-herder clashes. Also this morning, Sharibos blast federal government for failure to rescue daughter. Mobile phone users stick to WhatsApp amid rising cybercrime. Rapists risk life sentence as in Kogi as Assembly passes VAP bill. Stop junketing face work. Security experts tell service chiefs. Court orders extension of NIN registration by 2 months. Senate seeks probe of Ekiti by-election violence. Cross River magistrates suspend protest as NBA intervenes. Governor seeks federal government support in fight against tuberculosis. Niger Delta not part of Biafra. Odua Republic, says UNDDSS, and group accuses reps of ulterior motives in amnesty probe. Senate orders FRC ex-boss to refund 94 million naira. Okez Nababa as NCS DG. Court voids SEC's sanctions on Oando, reinstates sacked directors and others. Those are headlines from Guardian newspaper.
Daily Post newspaper, NSCDC naps kidnap Kingpin Ubali Mohammed in Taraba. NSCDC naps kidnap Kingpin Ubali Mohammed in Taraba. Kwara, police confirm abduction of 3 farm workers. Abiodun pays 500 million naira to retirees, pensioners in Ogun. Senate passes bill to establish National Agricultural Development Fund. Benue Community disowns group over land allegation against Governor Ortom. Lautech student jailed for $104,500 romance scam. Bill seeking establishment of support fund for families of fallen servicemen passes second reading. Gunmen kidnap 4 in FCT, demand 200 million naira ransom. Ogun abduction, we know kidnappers hideout. Police, Okada, tricycle riders to use identity card in Oshun. Suzanne received $15.8 million in his Maitema residence. AFCC witness Ekiti First Lady promises to support family of SS3 female student shot by criminals. Also, gay marriage. Nigeria's United Methodist threatens breakup from church's global body. EEDC management visits brutalized staff, insists culprits must face prosecution. AKT Tescom chairman charges NASU to maintain peace. Oyo begins COVID-19 vaccination. I was tortured for not paying SARS officers 5 million naira. Petitioner tells NHRC panel. Odudua, pride goes before fall. Watch your utterances, Bangboshe tells Sunday Igbo. And we paid hospital bills, others to celebrate Governor Gwanyi's 57th birthday, Algon. We paid hospital bills, others to celebrate Governor Gwanyi's 57th birthday, Algon. COVID-19, about 2,000 vaccinated in Ekiti. Kidnapping, Ogun employs security men in schools. Insecurity, relocate to conflict areas, security experts to service chiefs. Bauchi governor reaffirms commitment to good governance. And finally, 2021 UTME JAMB begins registration, gives date for exam.
Alleged fraud. How I handed 15.8 million naira to ex-Nigerian governor at Abuja residence. Witness. That's from Premium Times. More headlines from that same paper. TUC opposes sale of Port Harcourt refinery. COVID-19, Nigeria records 1 new death, 214 new cases. COVID-19 as well, and Nigeria vaccinates over 200,000 people. World Tuberculosis Day, how COVID-19 is affecting TB treatment and intervention. And SARS, police officer denies leading attack on Anambra community. Senate wants travel passport documents renewable abroad via post. Senate approves establishment of National Agricultural Development Fund. Also, Niger records outbreak of avian flu. I thank God I went to prison, Kalu. France offers Nigerian Navy support to secure Gulf of Guinea. Also from Premium Times, court adjourns former Lagos Speaker Ikuforiji's money laundering trial. Oba of Benin seeks improved welfare equipment for army. Reps to investigate deteriorating public infrastructure in FCT. And finally from Air, APC condemns demolition of ex-Edo deputy governor's property.
All right, taking headlines from the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Insecurity threatens 2023 elections. Otam tells Buhari. And DSTV Nigeria announces BB Nigeria 2021 edition. I was tortured for refusing to pay SARS officers 5 million naira. Petitioner alleges at NHRC panel. And insecurity. Police mount 24-hour surveillance on Lagos school farms. Insecurity threatens 2023 elections. And the herders farmers conflicts embracing the Ganduje Abono solution. NPA hands over shipyard to Naimasa for floating dock. Task force drags 10 to court over assault on Kaduna Electric staff. Nigeria's worsening crisis. Is President Buhari clueless or just unlucky? That's a big question there. Rivers approves 27.6 billion naira for Trans-Kalabari Sakwenwa Bury Kono roads. Nigeria's poor universal health coverage. Governor Abiodun pays 500 million gratuity to Ogun retirees. Open defecation. Nigeria loses $3 billion annually to poor sanitation. Senator and transport fare rises in February. NBS. Group throws weight behind Amnesty coordinator, calls for more support. Those are some of the headlines we have from Vanguard newspaper.
Daily Trust Southern senators back United Nigeria as fireworks over Oduduwa Republic rage. Fresh abductions in Abuja. Kidnappers demand 200 million naira ransom. Senate moves to whittle down IGP's powers, decentralizes police structure. Senate moves to whittle down IGP's powers, decentralizes police structure. Expert to service chiefs, relocate to Northeast for 6 months. FEC okays 922 million naira for purchase of fertilizer for IDPs, flood victims. Don't ignore flood alerts, federal government warns states, others. Nigeria falling apart under Buhari, northern elders. Gumi, why bandits may not drop their arms. Drama as Taraba commissioner resumes work under tree. Drama as Taraba Commissioner resumes to work on that tree. 2023, crack in Buhari, Tinubu camps widens. Autumn replies critics, denies stage managing attack on him. Also, no rift between Buhari, Tinubu, that's coming from the presidency. Senate asks IGP to probe Ekiti by-election violence. Don't postpone our convention, APC chieftain warns. 2023, 35-year-old joins presidential race. Those are headlines from Daily Trust.
And Independent newspaper next. Quickly, just before we take our first break, demolition of Lacing Office, renovation of Governor's Office, Makinde pursuing selfish agenda, AD chieftain. Zulum approves Egypt's medical degrees for Borno's science students. And Sanwo-Olu Commission's 360 units Igbogbo 2B housing scheme in Ikodu. Nigeria's problem not about age of leaders but corruption, Governor Bello. JAMB registration begins registration, insists on NIN for 2021 UTME. And NBA president recants an appointment of appeal court justices. Those are some of the headlines from the Independent newspaper, and the time is coming up to 15 minutes past 6. Maybe we have to go for our first break on the show this morning. When we come back, our analyst is in the studio, and we'll be doing the analysis of the headlines. Good morning.
32 FM
94.9.
Dear customer, to link your national identification number to your Airtel router, MiFi or ODU device, kindly retrieve your NIN by dialing *346# and then go to www.airtel.com.ng/NIN to submit your NIN for verification and pairing with your number immediately.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Kí ló dé tó dá sí pọ́ọ̀tù bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn? Ó yẹ kó kọ́kọ́ kan ní kẹ́.
Ta ló sọ yẹn? Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ṣe ń ṣe pásítà tèmi nìyẹn o. Àti pé golden penny ni pásítà tí kì í lẹ̀pọ̀ kò sí ìyọnu.
Àwọn èmi fèsì pẹ̀lú ṣàjẹ́ àti oríṣiríṣi. Àtàtà tí kò kúnra ti rúworo.
Gbádùn golden penny pasta. Bó ṣe fẹ́, a ṣe golden penny pasta pẹ̀lú èpo àlìkámà, durum wheat, tó ní protein tí kì í sí lẹ̀pọ̀. O ní àǹfààní láti sè é, bù ú tàbí jẹ bó ṣe fẹ́ nítorí pé kò ní lẹ̀pọ̀. Pẹ̀lú golden penny pasta, bó ṣe fẹ́ ló dáa jù.
If only we could show you on radio our stylish new look.
Ow!
But since we can't, go to the nearest store to pick up some Amstel Malta. And for Team Fit Fam, try the new Amstel Malta Ultra with no added sugar. New look Amstel Malta.
And new Amstel Malta Ultra with no added sugar. So good for you.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pain wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Keeps cavities out!
Now the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
Láti gòkè àgùnlà láyé èèyàn nílò ìtọ́sọ́nà ẹni tó mọ̀nà débi àṣeyọrí. FMH International HR àwọn ni gbajúgbajà akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ alárinà tó mọ ojúlẹ̀jà bá ti ń tọ́ni sọ́nà finimọ̀nà nípa bí gbogbo òǹwáṣẹ́ ṣe lè pàdé àwọn òǹgbanisíṣẹ́ pàápàá jùlọ láwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tó wà lókè òkun.
FMH International HR alábàáṣepọ̀ gidi ni wọ́n jẹ́ pẹ̀lú àjọ oníwádìí ìjìnlẹ̀ àgbáyé tá a mọ̀ sí United Nations Volunteer Research Group láti jùmọ̀ tọpinpin wàhálà táwọn ọmọlẹ́yìn kojú nídìí ìgbìyànjú ajé lọ sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. Ìyẹn ọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹ mọ́ international migration àti international labour activities.
Ǹjẹ́ o tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé o nílò ìmọ̀ tó jinlẹ̀ dáadáa nípa ìlànà à ń tẹ̀lé láwọn pápákọ̀ òfurufú tó fẹ́ gbà sọdá sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. Lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, United Nations Volunteer Research Group pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ FMH International HR ń ṣe research lórí ẹ̀dùn ọkàn àti ìpèníjà tẹ́ ẹ bá ní. Questionnaires táwọn òṣìṣẹ́ FMH bá fún yín lágbègbè yín lẹ́ ó ṣàlàyé ìrírí yín sí.
Fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ kàn sí wọn ní 3rd and 9th floor Cocoa House, Dùgbẹ̀, Ìbàdàn.
Telephone 0817 4444 627
àti 08168737222.
Wetin you dey wait for? You no need to stress at all, at all. Anybody don dey for us. Make we jolly dey go, even small pikin, mommy, daddy, better life for you. Oya brukututu komaro, sisi
information, visit www.zenithbank.com/betterlife. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
32 FM
94.9.
Right, we'll bid you welcome once again. In case you just joined us on the show this morning, it's 32 FM 94.9 Ibadan. The program is Breakdown Newspaper Review. My name is DELE ADEYANJU.
And I am GBEMISOLA SOYEMI.
We have Dr. Olu Ojedokun in the studio. I'll call Doctor as Ghanaians will call Doctor or Doctor.
Well, as usual, it's top of the day to you.
All right. So today we'll be looking at headlines in the news, and I think where I should go first this morning, as contained in most of the papers, is about the reported rift between Buhari, Tinubu. They have not been so cool. But the presidency, and when we talk about presidency, we talk about Garba Shehu saying that maybe it's the handiwork of mischief makers.
Well, I mean, I don't think the story is of much consequence to many Nigerians. It's not of consequence to those that are facing increased inflationary bills, decrepit infrastructure, mismanagement all around. I think what people want is good governance. They don't really care so much about personalities. And in any case, what are they fighting over? That will be the question, if they're fighting. I think what people are suggesting is that Tinubu hasn't been there for some time to Aso Rock. And I would say, well, that's coronavirus. He could blame it that because of coronavirus, he's kept his distance. But whatever has happened, there are intrigues that are going on. But also what is quite curious is that anytime they say presidency, we know that it's not Buhari speaking. We know that it's the high priest.
Dr. I hope this morning you won't be all sarcastic, because all you just said is pure sarcasm.
Yes, well,
right now Tinubu sold Buhari to the southwest.
Yes,
and now things are not going smoothly as it should be.
Yes, but Tinubu's mast is nailed firmly to Buhari, because there's no way he can disentangle himself. He cannot suggest, after supporting Buhari for 2 elections, the first one could be tantamount to a mistake. The second one certainly wasn't. He went in with his eyes wide open. So I don't think he can disentangle himself, and any attempt by him to disentangle himself will fail. So I think both of them, they've made their bed and they will lie in it as they've made it. But I still maintain that most Nigerians, are looking beyond those 2 individuals and are looking to the issues of restructuring, issues of how they can maintain their living standards and so on and so forth. So, yes, it's politics as usual, but we'll see whether the APC holds together. The argument is that maybe APC will not hold together.
Some people yesterday actually berated Ashwaju Bola Tinubu that there was a fire incident somewhere in Lagos and he never donated any amount, though it's his money. And Shasha happened, he never donated anything, but they went ahead up north to donate something. Maybe he's trying to position himself, the presidential campaign bid and all that.
I don't think it's a maybe question. I think it's certain. The logic is there. It's inescapable. Down in his own area, there are disasters. He doesn't contribute money. Then he goes to far away in Castina State, and he donates 50 million. Of course, Tinubu has started his campaign. There's no doubt about it. And of course, he thinks that by doing that, you will buy him some degree of respectability. I think he should take some lessons, at least, from NK Abiola, who spent so much money, not just in the north, but all over the country. And it had to take him much more than that to win the acceptability of the people. So, but it's quite clear that he's politicking. There's no doubt about that. But again, it's money given to people in distress. It's welcome money from them, and I'm sure they'll be thankful to him.
Yeah, Doctor, you said something about how back to Tinubu visiting the presidency, Aso Rock, so to say, or not. You gave an excuse for him. You said coronavirus has been here for over a year now, and that could be one of the reasons. Now, whether or not he visits the presidency, should it even be a case? Because after all, as Garba Shehu said, it does not even belong to the cabinet. Why should he even be frequent at Aso Rock?
I think Garba Shehu has been mischievous by saying that Tinubu doesn't belong to the cabinet. Buhari would not be in the presidency if Tinubu did not throw in his weight and support. So I think Garba Shehu he's been a touch dishonest there. But why should it matter whether Tinubu is there or not? Because Tinubu is the chair, or rather is the leader of one of the legacy parties. There are three legacy parties. There's the ACN, there's the CPC, and there's the ANPP. All those three parties joined together, and the new PDP, as it then was, to form this APC. And so all those people who are pivotal to the union or to the merger are quite very important. So we know that there are many people in government that do not determine what goes on in this country. So you don't need to be in government to be of relevance. Maman Dara, as people suggest, has an influence on this government, and is not in government. And there are many others that have an influence, and they're not in government. So I would take what Gabashew says with a pinch of salt. I won't take it that seriously. I think if the APC is going to stay together as a party, then they need Tinubu and they need Buhari working closely together. If they are not, then the center can no longer hold. And of course, things will fall apart.
Now, since we're talking about the presidential race, there's a report here in Daily Trust that says 35-year-old joins presidential race. I'm sure this particular headline will be met by jokes about how people like this might not even make it at all. And guess what? He is contesting. He's an indigene of Kano State and is contesting on the platform of the All Progressives Congress.
Oh, yes. People have already said that the so-called zoning that Tinubu and co were led to believe will be in play may not necessarily be in play, and that there would always be some people, even if it was in play, who would want to test it. And I think all that he's trying to do is to test it. Whether he has the capacity or the know-how, some people suggest it's been sponsored, not because he can do it, but because some people want to test the elasticity of that zoning arrangement, whether it's true, whether it's proper, and whether it will hold. And it's a warning shot to the southwest that they should not take, or the southeast also to include them, they should not take the 2023 election for granted.
Let's leave the zoning aside now.
Yes.
I'm looking at the age and the fact that this is somebody that we barely know. I think it's the first time most people are seeing his name. His name is Aminu Saidu. And over time we've kept talking about how Nigerian youths especially should rise up, maybe create their own parties or join the major political parties. And we've seen how other political parties, leaving the PDP and the APC aside, how other political parties don't even have any they have no standing.
Yes.
That's the gospel truth. So looking at all of these factors, that's what I'm saying. This is age and the fact that it's barely known. Should it influence is a race or not?
No, Barack Obama was barely known when he really came to the national scene in the United States. But this is Nigeria. This is not the United States. I think the fact that it's barely known or not is not the issue. The fact is, what is his network? What is his link? What is his antecedent? Has he been able to mobilize sufficiently? But I think the age also is significant to show that maybe the old generation is passing away, and maybe the younger ones, the 35-year-olds and below, maybe they are the ones going to determine this election. But the indications are still not clear, because in terms of registration, PVCs and so on, we still do not have a preponderance of the young ones registering. Having said that, INEC has promised us they're going to start online registration. And if that is the case, if it's online, then be assured that many youths will register on that basis because they are internet savvy, they have access to social media. So let's see how it goes.
Should we trust the proposed online registration? Looking at how people have complained about how NIN could have also been done online.
Yeah, it could have been done online, but I don't think they did it online. I think the thing with the INEC is that INEC has more experience. INEC is not an ad hoc body. It's been in existence since 1999. So they've had ways to perfect various registration scheme. Having said that...
So is the NIMC, the commission?
Well, not really, not online stuff. They have been doing all this registration person to person. I'm not aware that they didn't done anything online up till now. But I know that person to person, they've been doing it. I mean, physically, if you may use that expression. But yes, you make a valid point that they've existed for a while. But the registration has been in fits and stops. Whereas the INEC has been consistent, it's been relentless, so they have an advantage over the NIM, as we call them. Having said that, power, network, all those sort of things will determine whether all these things are viable or not. those things sort of affect the efficacy. Having said that, the INEC, once you do the online thing, they said you still have to go there for verification, for physical verification. So that's another downer.
Biometrics.
Yes, biometrics. Yes, to get
Capture,
your
right.
capture. I'm wondering whether there's not another way that can be done. But well,
that has to be physical, actually. But there should be a level of crowd control.
Yes.
It could be done. It's technology.
It's technology. It could be done. It doesn't have to be physical, does it?
You can't send your fingerprints.
But you use fingerprints to
anyway,
unlock your phone.
there is a technology used by the MTNs and the
Yes.
They use their vendors and all
Yes,
that,
yes.
and it works. Anyway, talking about the 35-year-old aspirant as president of the country, Governor Abubakar Sani Bello of Niger State yesterday said that he disagrees with those clamoring for handover of power to new generation youths, insisting that the problem of Nigeria is nothing about age of those in leadership position, but multi-sectoral corruption pulling the country down. And the headline, as reported by independent newspaper, is Nigeria's problem not about age of leaders, but corruption. Governor Bill, and I'll add it. I'll join it with another report I saw earlier. Is Buhari clueless or just unlucky?
I don't think he's unlucky, but some might say because of coronavirus. But before coronavirus came about, Buhari was at sea. You understand?
What's the meaning of at sea?
Well, it wasn't that big.
Like
at sea means it's just there. You understand? Lost in the waves, lost in the wilderness. Of course, it's clueless. Of course, it's quite clear that Buhari is not in touch with anything to do with governance in this country. If he were, then he would be addressing the security issues on a daily basis. He would be there, talking, engaging. We're not talking about photo ops. Anybody can take photo ops, you understand, from that point of view. Nice, glossy photos. That doesn't solve any problem. It would have come up, if he was really, the idea of this government was that Buhari would deal with security and that Oshibajo would deal with the economy. And if he was in charge, I am quite clear that he would have put Oshibajo in charge of the economy, because the economy also is being battered left, right, and center. As to the young man, from that point of view, I feel it's a stalking horse. And I don't think it matters whether we have the young people or the old people in charge. I think what we need is a restructured nation. What we need is competence, from that point of view, because there are a lot of youths who are more vicious, and more dastardly in their approach towards government or finances and so on, corruption, as it were, than many of the...
So that's why we cannot rule out the issue of corruption. That's eaten deep into the fabrics of this country.
Corruption is everywhere.
Everywhere.
It is everywhere. It's in every profession.
So whether you're young or not,
yes, you're not immune.
Could be
and unfortunately, it's the politicians that are making corruption to seem like it's a must-do thing.
It's a trade.
In 4 years, then you become a super rich human being, and people that are working like 9 to 5 or 8 to 4, they have nothing to show at the end of even 30 years.
Yes, they have nothing to show. But I also say you also what when you have the National Assembly that is presented with ex-service chiefs, and they refuse to consider the record in considering them for another position, where they're saying it's all right, all the money that got lost and so on is all right, you can get another reward. Then he sends a message to the young people, and he sends a message to Nigeria that please don't waste your time, trying to be, whiter than white, you understand, and nice about things and so on and so forth. Grab as much as you can, because the National Assembly and the relevant people, you understand, will give you a pat on the back, and you're going to be elevated to the next position. That's the message that has been sent. It's unmistakable and clear, and it's a disgrace in my view for a government that came on a wave of anti-corruption to do that. You understand? But what do we have? We don't have somebody that appears to be accountable. Therefore, it appears anything goes.
I feel that in Nigeria, if we're going to tackle corruption, we need a ruthless leader like the Fidel Castro, like Muammar Gaddafi, or the former Ghanaian, the late Ghanaian president. What's his name again?
J.J. Rawlings.
J.J. Rawlings. Radical people. If you're going to be doing it, paddy, my friend, let's just, we're getting nowhere with corruption.
I think we need somebody like OBJ, of course. OBJ had his mistakes, but at least OBJ was known to even go after his uncles, cousins, and relatives, all in the name of corruption. We're not saying it was perfect, but where we have a government, which is not even in charge. But also, starting point was we must have somebody in charge. Today in Nigeria, we know that Buhari is not in charge. I think we'll be messing around if we say he was. And so there are many people who are operating on his behalf. And because they are operating on his behalf, we are not getting to get a clear sense of direction, a clear sense of propriety, and a clear sense of this administration.
All right.
Yeah, let's go pay some bills. When we return, we take more stories from the dailies.
32 FM
94.9.
Honey, must you go?
Babe, you know I must. Besides, you can always video call me.
Hey, what if your battery runs out?
I've got my power bank.
Hey, and when your power bank runs out?
Babe, I've got my laptop.
Okay, wait. What if your data runs out?
Babe, you know we never run out of data.
Never run out of data with Airtel Home Broadband Unlimited Ultra plans. Enjoy unlimited data with no speed cap plus extra data daily, so you never have to worry about running out. Visit www.airtel.com.ng/HBB to get started.
Babe, but I just left the house.
Yes, honey. It's video calling all the way.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
If only we could show you on radio our stylish new look.
Ow!
But since we can't, go to the nearest store to pick up some Amstel Malta. And for Team Fit Fam, try the new Amstel Malta Ultra with no added sugar. New look Amstel Malta.
And new Amstel Malta Ultra with no added sugar. So good for you.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Hey, now your house be this. It shock you. Enter kitchen, make I show you my double-door fridge. You never see anything, no. How una take manage am? New house, new fridge. Abeg, show me the road, oh. Hey, my sister. Now landlord wahala, now carry me go discover Adron Homes and Properties, oh. Adron Homes and Properties, now real estate company. We get integrity. Abeg, talk to me. My husband come to give me money, oh. Before you know, no. We don't own our own home. Adron Homes come give us key, give us fridge. Everything just change for us. Hey!
Yes, so you selfie top up your family fund this Easter with only 25,000 naira initial deposit. Constantly spread your balance between 12 to 36 months with plenty gift with buckle for grab. Oh yeah, sharply call Adron Homes on 0703 040 2305 or 0803 394 8424.
Lights, camera, Lake on.
No, it's not an act. This is my life for all to see. In the bright lights, see blessings how they follow me. From small beginnings to big brother. From the chances I take to the inspiration I give others. I am a rapper, a singer, a winner. I am an icon. So when they turn the lights on, they see that I am Lakon.
Watch I Am Lakon, a brand new Showmax original reality series, only on Showmax.com.
Moments can be ordinary. It's what we make of them that really matter. Make the best of every moment, every day, like super moms do with Indomie. Moments to laugh with Indomie. Moments to share with Indomie.
Ibadan! 9 Mobile 4G LTE has landed and we are in for the time of our lives. Streaming matches will never be the same. Video calls will be clearer than ever. Work will be so smooth, it won't feel like work. That's smooth.
Yes, Ibadan. Enjoy browsing with quality 4G LTE on 9 mobile data plans. Get 2 GB plus free access to social media for 500 naira, 7 GB plus free access to social media for 1,500 naira, and 3.5 GB free data for night streaming on select monthly data plans of 1,000 naira and above. Dial *200 *3 *1 hash to get started. T's and C's apply. 9 Mobile.
All right, 32 FM 949 Ibadan. That's the station. And the program is Bracadon Newspaper Review. Gbemi, do you have anything right there?
Something about a fresh abduction in Abuja. Kidnappers demand 200 million naira ransom. Armed men have raided residents of Kiyi town in Kuje Area Council of the Federal Capital Territory, abducting at least 4 persons. There's a member of staff of the Federal Capital Development Authority, that's FCTA, who is said to be among the abducted. William Salami, the elder brother of the victim, said the kidnappers made a demand of 200 million naira. That's 50 million naira for each of the hostage.
I think this is being fueled by the insecurity in the country, also by socio-economic factors. But the reality of it is that the government is unable to do anything in the wave of these kidnappings and abductions that are going on all over the place. There's a 39 ladies that were abducted from the college in Kaduna. They still remain, you understand? And indeed, other people that have been abducted. And this sends a clear and very unmistakable message to the kidnappers that when they kidnap, you understand, it's a rewarding enterprise, a rewarding occupation, because nobody, and there are no consequences. Nobody's arrested, nobody's prosecuted, and nobody is sent to the gulag. Therefore, they continue unhindered. And you get that in a lawless country. You get that in a country where there's no government. You get that in a failing country. And unfortunately, that appears to be the characteristic and the main feature of Nigeria today. The security architecture cannot cope, cannot address it, and cannot do anything to hinder many of these kidnappers. So that's quite unfortunate. Let's see how that plays out. That's in Abuja.
Exactly.
That's in Abuja. That's in the Federal Capital Territory. So it's coming near to a location that is near you and I. I mean, it's a difficult one to contemplate, but that's the reality of the insecurity we're facing, that nowhere is safe. Therefore, you ask the question, what do we have a government for?
New words in our lexicon: bandits,
yes,
hoodlums,
yes,
kidnapping,
yes,
abduction,
and all that. Matawale pleads with federal government to hold talks with bandits. Let me just take one paragraph there. Governor Bello Matawale of Zamfara State has called on the president, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, to come out with a comprehensive plan of action to sustain peace and dialogue initiated in Zamfara towards addressing armed banditry and other criminalities. Well, we're talking about banditry, criminalities, kidnapping. It's not only in Zamfara. It's across. It's Ijebu.
Yes.
It's everywhere. Yondo.
Yes. But Matawale is having a laugh. He's having a laugh. He's having a laugh because it's quite clear that this government, you understand, is not even together in the first place. If you're going to have a government coming with a comprehensive plan, then they must be together. You know, they must operate as one unit. Very clear. The government is not operating as one unit. They have very varied responses depending on who is speaking on behalf of the government. And that's part of the problem. Secondly, if we are maintaining this current structure, we will not be able to have a comprehensive plan. Part of the comprehensive plan must involve restructuring, where you regionalize the police, where you decentralize the Nigerian police force and the security forces. If we don't do that, then they are not going to be able to cope. We don't have enough numbers. I've said it before. It's 370,000 policemen. Many of those policemen are not even doing policing duties. Maybe about 200 max, 200,000 for a population of 200 million. You know, so it wouldn't work. So, yes, Matawale is right to be concerned, but I also don't think that they should be bantering, you understand, having a tete-a-tete or tete-a-tete with the kidnappers or the bandits. I don't think that's the way forward. That shows weakness. And the more you do that with them, the more demands they make. I think you have to go with a strong and military force, and at the same time, maybe have some discussions if they are really willing and repentant.
Now, still talking about that, there's this headline here that says, expert to service chiefs relocate to the Northeast for 6 months. Towards the end of January, we saw the drama with the president sacking the president's service chiefs as at then, and then giving us some new ones. And this is 2 months down the line. And I don't think we can point to any reasonable progress with the security architecture of the country. So now experts are calling on these guys to relocate to the Northeast for 6 months.
I really don't think that's going to solve the problem. I think the fundamental problem is that the money that was voted for security, nobody knows where that money is. According to Mungono, you know, even though he withdrew part of that. Secondly, you understand, the whole infrastructure of the Nigerian army is designed not to be inflexible. You know, the Boko Haram changed their strategy, which was they are not going after land, they're going after kidnappings, hit and run, and the Nigerian army can't respond. They're unable to respond. And I think going to locate there doesn't solve the problem in itself. I think much more needs to be done. Working on the intelligence gathering, working on special forces so that they can go behind the enemy lines, locate their supply and transport, locate their command structure. So it needs to be more sophisticated. Moving there is not a sophisticated response. Moving there is an archaic response, in my view. It's happened before, and nothing happened as a result.
Has it ever happened? Because most of the time, when I remember there was a time that Burati was told to go, the presidency ordered him to go to this part of the country. We were told he went there, and I think a couple of weeks after we got reports that, well, he has not been there. Maybe he went there and left there. Speculations here and there, and we were not exactly sure if he actually was there.
Even if it hasn't happened with Buratai, it happened with the police chief at some point in time, where they've relocated to places where there are crises and it's not resolved. But even if it has not happened before, it still doesn't make sense. In a day and age where we have the internet, day and age where we have the superb communication equipment, you don't need the chief of army staff. You don't need the chief of defense staff to be where the actual battle is going on. He can command, he can organize, he can plan from wherever in the country, you understand, insofar as the communication is there. So I think whilst it's made in a good, the mind, the suggestion itself, it's not a malicious suggestion. I don't think necessarily it's a suggestion that will get us out of the woods.
All right, 0906 2000 949, 0809 7000 949. You can also drop your comments on YouTube at 32FM 949 Ibadan, at 32FM 949 Ibadan. Let's take a couple of calls before we go on our last break for today. Hello, good morning.
Hello, morning.
To the 35-year-old presidential aspirant from Kano. See, we are talking about the bad structure, the bad leadership we have on ground. And it's quite unfortunate that now bringing one 35-year-old man out to counter Tinubu, to tackle him for his presidential ambition 2023. It can't work. This is not what we are saying. How can we solve the problem of bad leadership we have and bad structure we have in your ground? That is the main reason. Do you know that many youth in Nigeria are so corrupted than the... This is Omo Bashir. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Omo Bashir. Thank you for your contribution. 0906 2000 949, 0809 7000 949. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah. This is Yamula from UI. Out of all these things this morning, I was very happy when you Obasanjo was better fighting corruption. And it's highly unfortunate. We got it wrong in Nigeria the day we let that man leave office. We were highly, our minds we're not patient enough for that man. That man is the kind of person that should be there until we have somebody, until Nigeria democracy is properly stable and we have people who have integrity. See the way he was dealing with everybody, even his friends. But after Yar'Adua, we'll be having both Jonathan, both Buhari. There are people that are very dangerously and fantastically corrupt leaders. And see where we are today. We don't even know how to survive it. They sponsor terrorism, they sponsor corruption, they sponsor so many things. After the best of today.
Thank you very much. 0906 2000 949, 0809 7000 949. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
My name is Kazim. First, I insist on my own way that what we need to do in this country is to get good leaders. It is true Buhari is not competent. But what about Makinde? What about the State governor? What about all these Yoruba governors? All of them are not competent. The problem we have is because we have a competent leader. And it starts from where we vote. We don't look before we vote. We just vote anyhow. Next time, let us open our eyes. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, quickly, let's go on this break. When we return, we take more calls and messages.
Guy, you don't see that new funny video for Twitter? That one with the boy. You mean this one? What of that brother Shaggy News Kitty? Where they circulate WhatsApp? Oh, this one. What of that meme? Where the guy?
When mouth open like this, bar.
Mr. Know It All, which data you they use know all these things?
Now, Glow new data plans get me. Are you serious? With just 50 naira, and they get 50 MB. And with just 100 naira, and they get 150 MB. We have to use chat or browse on top Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, and even Snapchat. Don't dull yourself, oh. Dial star 777 hash now. Make you begin the browse, they go.
Glow Unlimited.
lọ mú àpò rẹbẹtẹ bílíṣì àìpò méjì fún mi.
Máàmì méjì báwo.
Torí pé màá fi kan rẹ àwọn aṣọ funfun yìí màá fi kan tó kún pa gbogbo kòkòrò.
ṣùgbọ́n èmi ò rí kòkòrò bíbá ẹ̀ máàmì.
wo wọ́n kéré débi pé o ò lè fojú rí wọn ṣùgbọ́n wá ìdí nìyẹn tọkàn mi fi balẹ̀ lórí bílíṣì àìpò láti pa wọ́n pátápátá.
jẹ́ káṣọ funfun rẹ funfun sí i kí lè rẹ sì bọ́ lọ́wọ́ kòkòrò àìfojúrí tí ń fa àìsàn. agbára àfọ̀mọ́ tó wà nínú bílíṣì àìpò yóò pa gbogbo kòkòrò àìfojúrí pátápátá.
My people perish for lack of knowledge. Reuben George Theological Seminary, Ibadan, an affiliate of Ajayi Crowther University, Oyo, and Christ for the Nations Institute, Dallas, USA, offers comprehensive training in the Word of God. The seminary offers certificate in theology, diploma in theology and religious studies, Bachelor of Arts in theology and religious studies, executive postgraduate diploma in pastoral studies, Masters of Arts in Christian leadership and pastoral studies, Master of Divinity. Are you a pastor, evangelist, elder,
deacon, or deaconess,
teacher, or someone who seeks to know more about God? Reuben George Theological Seminary is the place to be. Contact the registrar at Gospel Town, Arulogun Road, Ojo, Ibadan, or visit www.rigets.com.ng. Admission is in progress. Contact 0805 304 0344 0805 304 0344. Reuben George Theological Seminary, Center for Sound Theological Education. Announcer, Registrar.
Moments can be ordinary. It's what we make of them that really matter. Make the best of every moment, every day, like super moms do with Indomie. Moments to laugh with Indomie. Moments to share with Indomie.
Mọ ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní àyíká rẹ nípasẹ̀ ìròyìn BBC ní Yorùbá. Nítorí kí o tó lè tayọ, o ní láti mọ̀ ọ́n. Ní ìmísí pẹ̀lú àwọn oríṣiríṣi ìròyìn láti ibi àti káàkiri àgbáyé. Nígbà tí o bá ní ìmọ̀ nípa ohun tó ń lọ ní àgbáyé, o lè ṣe ohunkóhun. Mọ ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní àyíká rẹ. Wá BBC News Yorùbá kàn.
Honey, must you go?
Babe, you know I must. Besides, you can always video call me.
What if your battery runs out?
I've got my power bank.
Hey, and when your power bank runs out?
Babe, I've got my laptop.
Okay, wait. What if your data runs out?
Babe, you know we never run out of data.
Never run out of data with Airtel Home Broadband Unlimited Ultra plans. Enjoy unlimited data with no speed cap plus extra data daily, so you never have to worry about running out. Visit www.airtel.com.ng/HBB to get started.
Babe, but I just left the house.
Yes, honey. It's video calling all the way.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Two FM 949 Ibadan. We're still taking calls and we are taking messages too, in case you want to drop a message. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, please, Dele. I'm
Basharo.
Please, you know one thing. Enough of this nonsense to become a president of this country. See, I'm totally in support of Yoruba or Igbo to become president in 2023. Enough of them. Enough of them. Enough is enough. People should wake up. Shine your eyes. Good morning, Dele.
Good morning.
Baby, good morning.
Thank you
Thank you. I think the answer to that is the voter card.
Yes.
And the proper use of the voter card.
Of the voter card.
Dust
yes.
your
Yes.
voter's card
That's
wherever
it.
it is. Please
That's
look
it.
for it.
Yeah.
Look for it and
Yeah.
dust it if you
But
have,
a lot
and
of-
if you don't.
But a lot of people that have registered and have refused or unable to
vote.
collect, even to collect the PVC or whatever it is called. So I think that's also another element of that.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is the voice of John Joko. Yes, Dr. Jedokun has said it. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu should take a lesson from the late FMK Abiola. Yoruba will say, Kutoba Kudubu and Yowelani. Within the present circumstances of 2023, if Asiwaju contests the primary, he may likely not win. John Joko is my name.
Thank you very much, John Njoku, for your contribution. Bamdele Ayodele, we got your message on YouTube. Thank you very much. Good morning. The agitation for self-determination is a byproduct of President Buhari's agenda of Fulanization of Nigeria, where all other Nigerians are now looked down on as second-hand citizens. Daniel Okereke Oketunu.
Fulanization.
Hello,
good morning.
Good morning, Ismail. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. From Kumakpa.
I want to discuss on one topic you have just said. You have just said, is President Buhari clueless or unlucky president? Well, we should go back to history now. And it's one of the reasons why our men of God should try as much as to seek for God's intervention instead of taking money from politicians. Let's go back to history. Before he became head of state, don't forget that the commandant of this country was Safon. So that was when President Shagari declared austerity measure. Let's go back to history. Now, 2015, the same thing happened to the commandant of this country. And Nigeria went to recession. And unfortunately, what we really rely upon, which is oil, now went to as far as $23 per barrel. Unlike when Baba was selling at 120, 130. Yeah, when the that was selling at over $100. So you can see, to me personally, President Buhari is unlucky. But God knows the reason why he was just using him to salvage the country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. 09062 949 0809 7000 949. You can drop a comment on YouTube at 32FM 949 Ibadan. All right, let's take this message. Fighting insecurity in Nigeria is bromidic in nature, full of pretensions of significance, and that will make 2023 general elections balderdash, and nothing good will come out of it. Today is the right time to sit up if one Nigeria should continue to be in existence. At Chibiri FN. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
This is Lady from Ibadan. Concerning whether the president is clueless or unlucky, we need to be sincere with ourselves. The last time that I spoke, during Obasanjo's tenure, the petroleum price is not even up to $20. And he was able to do so many things. Look, if we want to be sincere with ourselves, I made mention of this before on this platform, that go and Google the speech of late retired Major General Dongoyaro concerning the overthrowing of the president in 1985. And you will see what happened then and what is happening now. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much for your headline. 09062 949. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, my name is Dr. Mark.
All right, please go ahead.
I'm calling from the University of Ibadan. See, the issue I have is not about having election again in 2023. The issue I have is about this system of government we are running. Bringing in somebody that is 35 years old or bringing another person, even bringing in Tinubu will not help Nigeria anymore. The system has been bastardized. This is a system that is, this is Tinubu went to give 35 million naira to Katsina State government for the market that got bombed. All these things will not even help him. They have already brought somebody that will counter him. No matter the money is spent, Tinubu will never enter there. That is what the Northerners will do. If we want Nigeria to move forward, let us change this system. We have the power. This present administration is called government of the elite, for the elite and by the elite. They are not concerned about the growth of this nation. What we should do as a nation is carry placard and say we want a regional system of government. We need Nigeria to move forward. All the resources we are spending in this nation is resources from only one region. Oyo State, as it is, has a whole lot of resources untapped. Is that how to run a nation? Where every state is not doing anything meaningful. They are waiting for money from federal government. That is how this country will continue to go down if we do not restructure this nation. We can do it. We will carry placard and say we do not want any form of presidential system of government again. We want to go regional. And if we all stand and cripple the economy, I'm telling you, they will not have option. That's the way to go. If we go again to the election 2023, I am telling you, we will suffer.
Oops.
Hello, you're still wrong.
It will be 250 naira. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
Dr. Mark.
Dr.
We
Mark.
can take just one more call. Oh, time
is not on our side. We spent the time anyway. All right. I think on this note, we should wrap it up today. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much, Dr. Jedokun.
Thank you
for coming around. My name is GBEMISOLA Shoyemi. Make sure you have a great day ahead.
And my name is DELE ADEYANJU. Thank you so much for your time with us. Enjoy your day. Shortly, we'll bring you Smart Kids Show.
The station admired by other radio stations. 32 FM 94.9.
Show me your 32. Ẹ gbọ́, ẹ fẹ́ kó náà. Ẹ náà ẹ jọ.